Hey guys, welcome back. Cancers. I've been having an issue with my electricity all afternoon, so hopefully I can get through most of it, if not all of it. Um, if not, I'll just pause it and fix it. But if it happens and the lights go out, you know why. All right, Cancers. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh my god, this is such a different energy from Gemini's. I literally almost want to cry. Gemini's was, oh, Lord. Lord. Please. This isn't in the messages, but I just want to make sure that you guys are going around your house, putting up your sigils, making sure that you guys are protected, using your evil eye, your stuff, making your grids around your beds and your doors and stuff, right? Yes, please do that. Alright. Cancels. Yeah, no, this energy is very different. I literally almost want to cry from how different. Like, that's how gross it was. It was not good. And then so much bad shit happened right before, like for 45 minutes before I tried to do the reading. I fought with my cats. I yelled at my... It was not great. Healing. Oh, and a bell. You know what? I don't know why, because I've never seen this with this card before in my mind's eye, but I actually feel like the bear is a person. So I don't know if you have somebody in your life that's like a bear, like that's like really big and looks kind of scary, but they're like strong and like big, and like you're like, damn, that person could... This doesn't even have to be someone that's like big in size. They could just like, their energy just be like scary, like they look like, but then they're really just this softy, and really they're this bear because they're protecting you. I don't know if you have someone like that, or if someone like that is coming in, and this is allowing... Look, it does look like this person is using the bear, like, and they're hiding behind the bear. Is protecting them, right? The bear is protecting them. It's giving Beauty and the Beast, right? Yeah, that's what it's giving. That's what the energy is giving. Let's see what else is going on. What the fuck? Hold on. Why is this? Oh my god. Another one. I'm gonna have to go through these, because this does not belong here. That's the third card that comes out that does not belong here. And the crazy thing is that I don't even see them in the other readings. They just automatically come out. One of these things is not like the other. And I already have 3. This is my big birthday, so I have 3 decks mixed in this one. That's not one of them. That's definitely not one of them. But it did what came out is Panda, Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Yeah, be fearless and bold. But I think it's because you have the capability now to do it. I think you are being protected, if not in person, energetically. But I do feel like this is somebody, I am getting, like, honestly, like, but I don't even think this... yeah, they are giving beast energy. Not beast when he's like a piece of shit rich guy, right? Not just because you're rich. A piece of shit rich guy, okay? You could be a rich guy and be fucking amazing. Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray. What did I say? It's almost like you're scanning your life and your surroundings for bullshit. For bullshit, and for like... It's almost like you're seeing forward in the future. Like, I know we read tarot, but tarot... Okay. Tarot can give you information. It can. And it can warn you of certain things. It can warn you of a lot. But there are things that... There's some things that they just doesn't warn you of, right? This is why I say everybody needs to meditate every morning, because that's when you're getting your agenda, your daily agenda. This is what's going to happen. Be careful in traffic, because blah 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 blah, right? When you speak to God, when you pray, you speak to God. When you meditate, God is speaking to you. And God, higher power, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, right? You got renewal. This, she's touching her frog, and this frog has a crown on it. It's almost like you're finding your beast. Why is there so many like fairy tale stories here? It's almost like you're getting your fairy tale, but I don't think it's like, I think it's gonna be like the actual fairy tales, not like the way it ends gruesome either. I mean like the real stories. Like, okay, I found my frog. Here's my frog. Oh no, I'm getting so many fucking like fairy tales, okay? It's almost like you're finding your frog. And in the hand with the universe. Yeah, you are manifesting with the universe. It's like one in one. Like you guys are manifesting with the universe. And I feel like you have energetically, but I feel like you're also going to have in person. There is going to be a renewal here. And this is your frog. This is your person. You're actually going to be kissing your prince. But I don't feel like he was your prince before. I don't think he's come at you before as a prince. He's not it's almost like when you kiss, that's when he fully transformed into that prince, right? And if this was someone that was toxic in the past, if this is someone that's not it, I'm talking, this could be somebody that you already know, but it's somebody that you guys might have had a false start. You could have had you guys could have fallen, you know, separate. Like you guys went different paths. All right, if this is somebody where there's been ABUSIVE, this is absolutely not them. Okay, I can tell you that this bear energy is giving me very sweet. Once the beast is starting to fall in love and he transformed, that's what it's giving. It's almost like you were dealing with the beast and he was rough around the edges. He was rough. He was rough. He was rough. He might have had like ego, like he was rough. And I don't mean physically, okay? I'm talking about like energetically, he was rough. And once he started to fall in love with Belle, which you are Belle in this storyline, which makes so much sense because a little Cancer, that's when he started to soften up, right? That's when he started to become softer. And what was that song? There's something sweet. There's something sweet and almost kind. Before, and now I see. There may be something there that wasn't there before. Oh, isn't it amazing? Yeah, and then she starts going into like how she's reading for him, and he's smart. Like he was born rich. He had that library for a reason, because he did read, but he's allowing her to feel safe around him, right? He's allowing her to feel safe so she can read to him. You think that man doesn't know how to read? He was rich. He was rich. And I don't care what you guys say. Back then, when you were rich, they made you like at least learn how to read. Why would you have a library of that caliber if you could not read? And he even says something about, oh, I read most of them anyway. Like, he says something of the sort. Like, he's not dumb, but he became rough with whatever his life choices made. They were his life choices, but he did become rough around the edges, right? And I feel like once this beast met you, they started to soften up. And I don't feel like it's taken overnight, right? But I do feel like this beast, or this might happen, like you're going to meet someone and they're going to start softening up and become soft once they start to fall in love with you. But I really feel from a lot of you guys, this is someone that you know, and they weren't ready. They weren't ready in the past. And like I said, if this was a toxic relationship, this is not it. The beast never, he never no to Belle. No. He did yell. He was angry, right? He had his ego super high. And that was because of pain and embarrassment, right? But he never hurt her. He never hurt her. Ever. He yelled. And, there was just a lot of ego and fear, right? That he was going to be stuck like that. And who could ever love him like that, right? Anyway, let's clarify healing. Bear spirit. Clarify, healing, and bear spirit. I used to know that song by heart. That is still one of my favorite movies. And when I touched her, she didn't shudder at my paw. I don't know. Yeah, she's like not scared of him anymore because he's like calming the fuck down, right? Gears, innovation, ideas, and action. Yeah, there's gonna be progress. There's movement forward. There's synchronicities. Timing is starting to become perfect. Everything's starting to line up perfectly for you to come into union with this person, but also you might I'm gonna put this one here. Things are gonna start happening that are very synchronistic to get you guys together, to get you together to whatever this is. Okay, I also feel like in your life things are gonna start becoming very synchronistic. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody hit that first domino and it's going to start swerving and things are going to start happening where it's almost all going to come together perfectly. It's almost like the universe has been doing this for a while. They've been setting up these dominoes for a while. It wasn't even you. The universe has been like setting up dominoes and dominoes while you were there healing. It's been like, I've been healing for 84 years. Like, come on, man. Like, you guys have been doing the work. There's been a lot of ego deaths. There's been a lot of dark night of the soul. There's been a lot of anger. I feel like you've gone through like this grief stages like 50 million times. I've been through that 3 million times. And it's just been like, and you got it down to perfection. You got it down to perfection, and you almost dropped your own ego where it was like, fuck, nothing's moving, nothing's happening, and you finally just kind of released, and you were like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on what I can focus on. And you guys are doing exactly that. And that's when the gears, like, I feel like the dominoes were still already being put together, but it's almost like they started to go quicker. And I can just see like this long ass fucking pattern of dominoes. And I am seeing this message. It's almost like the first clink, and then all I see is like, you can't even see the dominoes where they end. Like, you can't see it. That's how long they've been setting this up, both on your end and on their end, right? Or whatever this is. This is something that's going to change everything in your life. This is not like, remember when Belle met Beast, her life changed forever. Not only did she see that magic was real, not only did she see that true love was real, not only did she fall in love with someone from on the inside for who they actually are instead of the outside, right? Like, her life completely became obliterated. Like, what she knew before, and she didn't want that life. She was like, I don't want this life. There must be so much more to this provincial life. She was like, get me the fuck out of here. I am bored. And that's exactly what happened. And it happened through a tower moment. Like, this did not come, this was not a gift for her, right? This was like, oh my God, my life is ending. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And it turned out it was the best thing that ever happened to her. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys have gone through, Cancers. You guys were like, what the fuck am I living? What is this? What is this? I didn't order this. I didn't order this. Can you guys take it back? Yeah, with renewal. Look, you guys got Grasshopper taking a leap of faith. A sudden change in direction. But I feel like this is a renewal with someone. It's almost like this is your frog. Like, they've humbled themselves enough down that the magic is gonna work now, right? Don't worry, moving on. Prosperity. You could possibly giving birth to a son. You could get pregnant, but this is gonna bring in luck. This is gonna bring in luck, because even though the prince was a beast, he was so powerful. He was rich. he had all those things, right? And he had a self-knowing, like he knew, like that's why he was so scared. He was like, nobody's gonna love me. Nobody's gonna love me, because even on the inside, he knew that once he became a beast, he knew that he didn't have it in him. Well, he thought, right? He believed that he didn't have it in him to be, that nobody was gonna love him on the inside because he was ugly on the inside, right? He knew, and that's why he was scared. He was like, how am I gonna get somebody to love me? Because I'm not a good person. And that's what he assumed, right? But all he needed was the perfect touch. All he needed was the right person to come in and be like, listen, fool, you're being stupid. Stupid. You're being stupid. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Yeah, I feel like you've been manifesting this. And I feel like the other energy has been manifesting this as well. Islands, foreign affairs, you guys have been alone and is separated for a really long time, I'm telling you. Or if this is somebody that you don't know, you guys have been alone for a really long time. And I feel like even if you were with other people, you felt alone because nobody spoke your language, and this person is going to speak your language, right? It's strange. Yeah, I'm telling you, I feel like you guys know this person. Lonely, independent, refuge, protected. I feel like this person energetically has been protecting you, even if you guys are not together. Even if you're not together, this person has been energetically protecting you, and that is powerful. When somebody is protecting you, that to me is somebody praying for me. Bro, the love of my life is praying for me. The other one's prayed for my downfall. This one's protecting me when he's not even around. Like, that is beautiful. That is beauty on the inside, right? Fuck what you look on the outside. I don't care what you look on the outside. You pray for me. Like, that is unconditional love. That is unconditional love. I'm not by your side, but I am going to make sure that I send you as much protection as I can. Solutions. There's solutions that are going to come in. Genius. I think you guys are both really smart, and you guys are going to come up with a solution where you guys are going to be able to break free, and be able to unlock, almost like unlocking the magic that the rose needed, right? For Belle, it was a kiss. I don't think for you guys it's a kiss. If it were that easy, oh my god, right? I feel like this is something that's going to have to be more on the 3D, where you guys have to find the right combination where it works for both of you. I feel like in the past, one person wanted it to be their way, and you had to check them and be like, this ain't Burger King, right? No, that's not how I work. Right? And if you want someone soft that's gonna love you unconditionally, you can't control that. You can't control me. You can't control that. I'm not Belle. You can't lock Belle in the tower or in the castle and be like, you're mine now, and I'm gonna come see you and get what I want and do what I want. I mean, I'm gonna spoil you, but you know, like, I'm not gonna be there for you. Like, you're my prize. You got me all the way fucked up with that shit. Like, no, there has to be compromises on both ends where we're both okay with what situation we're going in, right? And I don't feel like this is gonna be a normal, like, I feel like it's gonna be different, but there's going to be a meeting in the middle where you're both comfortable with the lives that you guys are living, right? That's what I'm getting. And this is yeah, you're able to, the secrets are going to be lifted, and this is bringing in all the monies, all the finances, all the resources. It's bringing in all of the good lucks. Yeah. Yep. Of course, you could have people that you can lock in the tower and they'll be fine with it because they'll be like, all I care about is money. No, that's not me, Cancer. That's not Cancer. You can't do that to Cancer. Cancer's like, no, sir. No. That's not gonna work with me, okay? Alright, Cancers, I'm gonna leave it here, but I am gonna get you guys some extra advice. Oh, I was gonna try to do the rest of the series, like the rest of the signs, but after Gemini, I'm lucky I finished Cancers, guys. Because that shit, no. And now I have to go apologize to my daughter because I was just straight up, see you next Tuesday. I was, and it was just not my energy. I know it wasn't. It was not, but that's what we gotta do. And I too, I'll be honest, I have not been keeping up with my spiritual hygiene because there's been so much movement, and I can't even find like a whole case of my tarot cards. It's been a lot. There's been a lot going on, right? I'm pushing myself physically because, you know, if you have autoimmune condition with pain, it's difficult. And so, but that is very important. It's something that I should have been doing immediately. So that's what I'm gonna do now, even though it's kind of late. But lavender, surround yourself with love. Yes. What did I say? Oh, what's the matter? Come on, mama. I have the most beautiful kittens. I need to find homes for them though. I can't keep a single one. I can't keep a single one. If you guys are in my state, let me know. They're beautiful. Transformation and change. Yeah, it's all coming together. But do you see how these two cats are coming together, kissing, and then there's two butterflies around? It's almost like both sides of the spectrum, like their ancestors, your ancestors, are trying to get this to come together and protect you guys as you come together, right? Don't seek anyone's approval. Lock me in a tower. No, the fuck you not. No, you not. Like, if you gonna give me the home and then be like, cool, it's yours, like, fine, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, it's your castle booty call. Like, no, sir, no, we're not doing that today. Alright, Cancers, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.